everyone, and welcome back. We're back to the recorded episodes of the stream that are happening during the strike, so you don't miss any of the story from my point of view. If y'all want to know what the timeline of these is, so the stream I did of the fantasy football draft stuff, where we like played Smash Bros and picked the players, that was this morning. So that's when I'm recording this. So I hope people enjoyed watching that. But we're gonna continue with this story. Last time we left off, we busted that fucking Scott dude for trying to murder us with a robot. But yeah, so every time he shows up, all I could do is the South Park reference of, "That's Scott! He's a dick!" So, alright, but we gotta talk to the generals about this stuff. Let's chat.
Earlier at the Palace of Astral, I introduced these guests from the Astral Express to you, Elder White. But with all the people around, we only exchanged pleasantries. Now, I'd like to officially introduce them to you. These three braved great dangers, accompanying me to perilous places, defeating the chief culprit Vantilia, and uncovering the conspiracies of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. If you wish to know more, please, feel free to
Why do I get a feeling that, like, Hua Yan's, like, the most powerful of all of them? Because he's short. I don't know. He's like Yoda.
From the Master Diviner Hu Xuan. She's been summoned to the Yuchue for questioning. There are a lot of doubts within the Alliance about this whole situation. But despite all that, I believe in you. Since you joined the ranks, you have repeatedly achieved remarkable feats. After the High Cloud Quintet each went their separate ways, despite the many criticisms within the Alliance, the Marshals still stood firm against the dissenting voices and entrusted the Lawfu to you.
Everyone thought you'd suck, but we decided you would be great anyway.
With loyalty and wisdom. You've taken down abominations in Thalassa, rescued the Xianzhou Yuchue from a siege, and destroyed the demonic planet summoned by the denizens of abundance. I still remember those battles vividly. There are fools who doubt your loyalty. They're happy to see the divine foresight fail because it gives them some kind of sick satisfaction. They haven't achieved anything of their own, so they feed off the failures of others.
They're called haters.
But I've seen enough failures in my time, and I want to believe that your loyalty has never wavered.
So, General Fei Xiao of the Yaoqing is the only one investigating the Ambrosial Arbor crisis on behalf of the Alliance?
No. I am too.
This old man's words always catch me off guard.
The Marshal ordered me to come to the Xianzhou Laofu, but the document only says, attend the war dance and listen to Fei Xiao's questioning.
Is the Marshal Elio? Because this sounds very cryptic. So, it's the Marshal orders. Do we need to step aside? What is that? Let's do that.
No need for that. You're all important witnesses. The Marshal is well aware of Jing Yuan's purpose in holding the ceremony, and understands the situation he is facing. She mentioned it because she believes both issues are important.
Thanks for your kindness and sincerity, Elder Huayan. But is it appropriate to tell everyone here about the Marshal's orders?
By introducing the Express's witnesses to me alone, aren't you aiming to discern the intentions behind both my actions and Fei Xiao's? Whether there's any discord between us? Well, since I'm being open and honest with you, I encourage you young folk to do the same. As for the Ambrosial Arbor crisis, all I need to do is listen. General Fei Xiao will be the one asking the questions. To be honest, I'm more concerned about the timely start of the war dance.
I just want to watch my game.
By the way, I've prepared a gift for the war dance.
It's a sword. Oh, there's Yunli. Hi. Let's look at the sword.
Yes, it's this case right here.
It's just a box. It's masterfully woven with metallic threads outlining an intricate pattern of lotus flowers.
There will be numerous contests and celebrations during the war dance. The main event will be the Ringmaster's Challenge. The host will dispatch a skilled warrior to take on challengers from all over the cosmos, showcasing the excellent martial arts of the Xianzhou Lawfu. When you mentioned that the Astral Express would be attending the ceremony, I thought the High Elder of the Lawfu would be the Ringmaster.
I want to make jokes about the Olympics, but I don't know when this is going up, and those will probably be so dated by the time this video goes up. But, something, dude's dick knocked over the pole vault bar. Ha ha ha.
You humor me, Elder Ryan. The healer lady is just a young lady who knows nothing about martial arts. How can I assign her as the ringmaster?
I'm no match to you when it comes to joking.
What's this box for? Why don't you open it, General Huayan?
Because there's nothing in it.
The case is intended for the War Dance's award. It's empty now.
Haha! I called it.
2 days.
It is
the
empty.
precious sword will be delivered and stored inside. I don't mean to boast about our skills, but this sword represents the pinnacle.
I brought a box with nothing in it, but there will be something later.
Full of heroic tales from foreign lands. Tales that are too detailed to be summarized in just a few words. Since the delegation delivering the sword hasn't arrived yet, I'll just leave the case here for now.
Why didn't they just deliver the sword with the
I've been
case?
wondering who would be worthy of such a sword. And then it hit me. I can award it to the champion of the Ringmaster's Challenge. The ceremony's champion is sure to be a perfect match for the sword.
Can we turn the sword into a bat?
Moreover, I hear that Yen Jing is an excellent swordmaster, and that he will be representing the Lawfu as the Ringmaster. So it seems like a perfect gift for him.
Thank you for your generosity, Elder Huayan.
If you want to give me a sword, just say the word, Grandpa. No need to beat around the bush.
You've got confidence, my girl, but I don't think you can best Yen Jing.
I'm rooting for
I know
her.
you're all about swords, Miss Yunli. It's just a shame that it's the sword that ultimately chooses its rightful master.
I believe in Yunli.
Yeah. And even if someone gets their hands on such a precious sword, it'll probably end up in someone else's.
Tilted just a bit.
The
There
outcome
we
of our
go.
duel with the
Camera was a little off.
Still up in the air. Since you're interested, why don't you represent the Xianzhou Jiming and challenge me in the ring?
Fight me!
Exactly what I had in mind. Nobody knows who's gonna come out on top. It could be me, could be someone else. It'll probably be me. But whatever happens, it won't be him.
It'll be either death or disaster when these two clash. Or it looks like I'm gonna do the first one.
Not to be rude or anything. We've been watching their drama.
I probably should have picked the second one because I don't have the pessimism. I don't have the pessimism achievement yet.
Quiet down. We have other guests here. I've prepared this sword to add some excitement to the ceremony, not to have you two squabble. It's not a good look for the Alliance. While you both seem confident that you'll win, you need to remember there can only be one winner and one loser in the ring, which could lead to hard feelings.
They already hate each other, dude.
I have an idea. We don't know who the winner will be, and it might not be either of you. But if you're eyeing that prize, you'll need to work together. I want you to take on an apprentice who will take part in the war dance and win at least one match.
How does that make sense?
In my humble opinion, while a Cloud Knight is commendable by securing victories, it's even more so to pass on your skills and spread the way of swordplay.
Sword fight!
I'd be greatly pleased if this apprentice could represent the Express in the war dance by displaying their Cloud Knight knight flair and prowess.
Oh, is this where March gets her sword?
His idea is quite interesting. Imparting swordplay skills requires teamwork, and both the winner and the loser will learn a valuable lesson regardless of the outcome. The question is, whom should the two of them take as an apprentice?
It's gonna be March. Go, March! Go, March!
Huh? Who? Wait, me?
I noticed
March gets to learn sword fighting!
March seemed quite interested in the outcome of your sword fight. So I thought, why not teach her the art of swordplay?
Swords.
Oh, wait. Are you serious, General?
I don't know anything about how
Why am I being dragged into this all of a sudden?
Hunt
I've
Path
never
March
practiced swordplay
plays,
before.
but
I'm
I'm
a total
excited.
newbie. You really think
I'm a
can learn
newbie.
it? Well, you'll probably realize I have no hope and give up on me. And that'd be so embarrassing.
Why don't you choose Don Hung? Why don't you choose me? Just accept your fate, March! We're gonna do the last one.
Isn't this a perfect chance for you? I remember you mentioning that you wanted to learn some sword moves.
Psst. Good read there, Caleb.
Yeah, I did say that. But this is all happening so quickly, don't you think?
Miss March is like a piece of jade in the rough, just waiting to be shaped. The war dance is the perfect opportunity to see what heights she can reach.
I appreciate your kind words, General YN. But won't teaching me swordplay be a waste of Yanqing and Yunli's time? They should be preparing for the ceremony. Plus, I heard that each swordmaster has their own special moves. What if they let something slip while teaching me? If everyone knows each other's tactics, won't that make it hard to catch people off guard during the war dance? That's considerate of you, March 7th. But don't worry. It'll take you at least a decade of hard training before you can even start learning special moves. No need to freak out. A few Juming swordplay tricks will mean you'll be more than equipped. Really?
Really?
Looks like March's curiosity has been piqued.
The whole point is to know each other's moves. Defeating your opponent in just one move? Boring would that be? Plus, what really decides a swordsman's fate isn't some special move. It's the solid fundamentals.
So Miss Yunli has already agreed. What do you say, Yanqing?
Do we get to
General,
teach her how to sword fight yet?
I haven't graduated yet. How can I be qualified to teach swordplay to others?
So you're admitting your defeat, huh? If you're not even confident to teach, why don't you let me be the ringmaster instead?
Yanqing, teaching an apprentice is also a way of honing your own skills and gaining insights. You've been an apprentice for years. It's about time you looked at swordplay from another perspective.
I see, General. Then count me in.
Let's go.
Now that Yanqing has agreed too, it all comes down to Miss March giving her nod.
It's up to you to make the final decision, March.
Don't mind the slight printer sounds in the background. It's totally fine. It won't be a walk in the park, that's for sure. We're gonna go pessimistic because we need that.
Yeah. While I'm smart, learning swordplay sounds like a whole lot of work.
It'll be great learning swordplay. That way, I won't have to worry about you accidentally shooting me in the butt all the time.
What the hell?
Hey, I've never missed my target.
When did she shoot you in the butt?
Then I'm on board. Thank you for your kindness.
When did that
General
happen?
YN.
Great! Starting tomorrow,
There's an
Yanqing
arrow
will
in your
teach
butt.
you the basics of the Cloud Knight's swordplay. Yunli and I will head out and purchase some sword practice equipment for Miss March. Think of it as a little initiation gift.
You're too kind. Oh, wait, you're giving me a gift? Shouldn't it be the other way around?
Huayan, smiling silently, soon departs the seat of divine foresight with Yunli in tow.
General YN's gone. about. I think we strayed off topic. How did things even get to this point?
Yeah, I brought you here because the General said he had some important matters to discuss. But how in the world did Yun Li and I suddenly become Miss March's swordplay mentors?
Because General Huaiyan wants us to stick around on the Luofu for some time. But from his point of view, we're no different from all the other tourists who may leave at any time. Since the crew's actions were mentioned in the Luofu's operations
I just
log,
noticed that
given to
Don
the
Hung has like a
Alliance,
little cowlick
he
there.
probably wants to see firsthand if we're as capable as to report claims, or if we're just some made-up
It's just
excuse
like right
to save
there.
face.
Right there.
And he wants to see it for himself during the war dance, which is why he even dragged Yun Li into this. What began as a simple contest between two sword masters has now evolved into you two collaborating to mentor March.
Elder Huayan is still that tricky general who likes to give everyone a headache. My apologies. Truth be told, I invited all of you to the ceremony because I wished for you to act as my witnesses. I apologize for not disclosing this information earlier. In the coming weeks, I'll also invite all of you to a meeting with General Fei Xiao, where you may need to answer her questions and clear up any doubts she might have. So please, be prepared for the meeting.
She's just a little curious. Answering a few questions is no big deal. Perhaps we should pack up and leave tonight. Let's do that.
Don't worry, General. No matter what happens,
What?
I'm prepared to stay here as the Express's witness.
Cat
and
wants
answer any
us.
questions.
Amelia's here. Haha.
Thank you, everyone.
She's just chilling. What do you want?
General, I know there isn't
I don't
much
know what she
can
wants.
do to share
I
your
never know
burden,
what she wants.
but
She always wants something,
law
but I never know what it
master?
is.
I won't let anyone defeat me in the war dance.
I know.
Can I help you? Can I help you? Okay, you gotta get off now. Oh, is this a new location? In Orem Alley, Fei Xiao meets with her old comrade in arms, who she hasn't
The
seen in a while.
illustrious
Okay.
Merlin's claw.
It's
waiting
Yukong!
for you. And for so long, too. It's quite an honor. It's been a while, General Fei Xiao.
It's been 30 years since we last saw each other. Right, Yukong?
Yes. Back then, you were the vanguard of the Yao Qing's Verdant Knights, and I was a pilot of the Law Fu's Rainbow Orbit Fleet. Who would have thought that upon meeting again, you'd be a general, and I'd have given up flying? Really does feel like a lifetime ago. Well, I wouldn't say I haven't seen you in 30 years. After all, your great victories are announced through the Yellow Bell resonance system every day. So I'm well aware of your great feats. How's your health holding up?
Still stable, I suppose. Do you still remember the medic who saved me in battle?
That healer with the odd name and peculiar temperament. What was his name again? Was it Pichu? Or Katyo?
Pichu!
Jiao Chou.
Oh,
Maintainer and
him.
personal healer,
He's here
delegated by
too.
the Alchemy Commission from the
He's the
Xianzhou
next
Yao
banner.
Qing.
So if I
Over
don't
the
get
years,
Yun Li,
he's
I'm getting
dedicated
him.
himself to managing my condition. It's thanks to him that I'm still in good health today. Given my background, I'm happy to have made it this far.
I'm relieved to know that you're safe and sound. Well then, since you and Elder Huaiyan are here, I imagine you must have received orders from the Marshal? As your friend, May I ask how the Alliance intends to punish the General of the Lawfu?
Oh, what did Jing Yuan do?
The Arbor's rebirth has frightened the elders.
Oh, it's because of the Arbor. Right.
They fear the resurgence of abominations, much like what happened 30 years ago. Although the reports from the Lawfu explained all the details, we don't know if the Ruin Legion really invaded, or how exactly the Stellaron hunters and the Astral
Best team,
Celeste became
Stellaron
involved.
hunters.
This puzzle has many missing pieces. As you know, the fugitive Jing Liu, who mysteriously disappeared many years ago, has resurfaced. This time, she has brought along an outworlder and a coffin, claiming to offer the marshal...
Ooh, do we finally get to see Luocha again? I want to see Luocha again. Get him out of prison. Get my boy out of prison.
Against Jing Yuan for neglecting the Alliance's principles. She asserts that Jing Yuan enabled the exiled Imbibitor Lunae to re-enter the Lawfu, thereby unlocking the lunarescent depths within Scale Gorge waterscape, which in turn disrupted the Vidyadhara's dutiful watch over the ambrosial arbor. It is for these reasons that I have come here to the Lawfu today. Well, duty calls. Perhaps I shouldn't have mentioned all of this to an uninvolved person, but since we once fought together, I didn't want to keep you in the dark. Perhaps pretending you didn't hear any of this would be for the best.
I understand. I'm sorry. I was out of line. I know I shouldn't be defending General Jing Yuan right now, but... well, you know how I am.
General Jing Yuan.
The Lawfu has enjoyed
What does he
centuries of
really
stability
know?
since the end of this edition of Imbibitor Lunae, much of which can be attributed to General Jing Yuan's masterful strategizing.
The masterful stroke.
Unfortunately, for long-life species, enduring through the ages always culminates in a failure that undoes all previous achievements. A moment that our adversaries relish.
That's true. And that's why I'm also here for another purpose. To visit Hule.
Hule? You mean that Hule? The Borisin Warhead? The same Hule who has been imprisoned in the Shackling prison for over 7 centuries?
Yeah!
The
That
nemesis
guy!
of the Foxians who will never be forgiven and shall be imprisoned until the end of the cosmos. I can't quite remember the exact wording, but yes, the very same Hule.
Usually, only emissaries from the Xianzhou Yaoqing Skyfaring Commission visit him once every century. Why do you have to visit him now, of all times?
The Foxians and the Alliance made a pact to combat the abomination.
Why don't you just kill him?
aiming to achieve justice and free their kin. That werewolf monster is to be forever imprisoned in the dark recesses of the Shackling prison, facing unending retribution. Given the situation on the Lawfu, those on the Yaoqing are concerned about Hule's imprisonment. I'm afraid that the routine visit every century is no longer sufficient to ease their concerns. That's why I was sent here, to reassure them.
It's all bad news.
Well, not everything. There might be a silver lining. Oh, by the way, I found some clues about the thing you asked for.
Tell me more.
The Verdant Knights followed the route you mentioned and discovered the wreckage of the Whistling Flame ship. Unfortunately, there were no survivors and no cargo. However, someone had already been on the scene before we arrived.
Our people? Or someone from the IPC?
No, neither. Yukong, have you heard of a person named Ron May?
Oh no, she's gonna make more space bugs. It is so ironic that Ron May goes so well with Firefly, when if they ever met in real life, they would hate each other. Well, real life by the game, but yeah. Well, specifically, Firefly would hate Ron May. I don't think Ron May would hate Firefly. After a day of running around, you finally arrive at Petrichor Inn for a well-deserved rest. This night, your restlessness from meeting the general and bustling crowd before the war dance keeps you from falling asleep. Come on, game. Day 2.
I'm still feeling sleepy.
Did I oversleep? Where did March and Donhung go?
Hooray! Is this nope, not a new environment. Okay. I want a new map, damn it.
There you are.
I want to go find treasure chests. March, show some respect here, master. What kind of master waits on their princess's doors? Why are you here too? I'm doing the last one. That's funny.
It's an honor to learn from you, Master Yanqing. Oh, in all those immersions and novels I watched, when apprentices want to pay their respects to their masters, they usually bring fancy gifts, kneel, and bow. I'm really sorry, but I haven't prepared anything yet. Hey, why are you blushing, Master Yanqing?
This is, the first time someone has called me master. I need to, get used to it.
It's my kink.
Let me make it clear. Swordplay training is about improving your body, mind, and strength. It's not a casual game you can master overnight. I promised General Huayan that I'd teach you Cloud Knight swordplay, so you can participate in the war dance and defeat at least one opponent. I'll do my best, but if you break your master's rules...
March is always a good girl. Okay. I just made the joke about it being his kink, and this is not helping those allegations. Oh no. Okay, let's do it.
A promise is a promise. Since I promised to study hard, I'll do my best starting today.
Great! That's the spirit.
March is in your hands now, Yanqing. Don't be too easy on her.
Donhung, do you even have a heart? Did you lose it somewhere? By the way, where's Yunli?
I've found a quiet spot in the back garden of the Palace of Astrum for our first lesson together.
March 7th waves to you and Donhung and... Okay.
Seriously? It's the first day and you two are already late? Why is everyone on the Luofu so laid back? So disappointing.
Because they enjoy their lives.
Master Yunli,
Stop being so
you're
mad.
already here. Sorry for keeping you waiting. Oh, wait. Were you trying to teach her in secret? That's sneaky.
I told you it's my kink.
I'm just showing you what Luofu etiquette is all about. She might be my apprentice, but it's customary for the master to personally escort their apprentice to the place of learning. As the host, I'll be teaching Miss March the essence of Luofu's swordplay, after which she'll emerge victorious in the war dance ring. You won't be complaining about Luofu's swordplay then.
Stand aside, rookie. Let me show you how we Zhu-Ming swordmasters treat their apprentices.
We abuse them.
Over here, Miss March. This is a reverse mentorship gift from me to you. I hope you put it to good use.
New skin for March.
This Angel clothing? It's so beautiful. Sword practice requires precise movements. This outfit is tailored to fit perfectly and allows for smooth movements. I even added some small accessories. I put a lot of thought into it. You're awesome, Master Yunli! See? See? How can you compete with me? I'll teach March 7th the essence of Zhu-Ming swordplay, so she can win the contest with my sword skills.
Actually, I've prepared something too.
Huh? You have a gift for me too, Master Yanqing?
Since you want to learn swordplay, Miss March, you'll need suitable weapons. So, I went out of my way to prepare a pair of swords overnight.
They have little flowers too.
I didn't have time to ask the craftsman to customize the swords for you, but I did my best to choose ones that look nice and are suitable for a beginner. I hope you like them, Miss March.
Thank you, Master Yanqing.
Bet you didn't see that one coming, did you, Yun Li?
The real competition is just getting started. I'm so lucky to have two great masters. But why does
We're gonna fight, and she's just like, I'm happy. I'm having a great time. Why are you mad? You know?
So what do you think, masters? Does this outfit suit me? Perfect. I chose it carefully. It's perfect for beautiful young swordswomen like you and me.
Alright, let's get started with the training. The person next to me is a Cloud Knight instructor I've brought in. For your first lesson, try exchanging a couple of moves with him.
We gonna fight?
Wait. We're having actual combat training for the first lesson? Isn't that a bit too intense?
Stab him.
Well, I heard you have
Kill
some
this
experience
man.
in archery and martial arts.
Your first lesson. Kill a man.
Just how strong your fundamentals are. Come on. Step forward and strike with the sword in the most natural way you can think of. It's important for us to grasp your natural movements so we can decide where to start and what you need to learn.
If you're ready, let's begin.
I'll stab you first.
Okay.
Glass crack. Hey, we got another achievement. Okay, let's see this. What's the...
Peach blossoms and divine sword descend.
Hell yeah.
Alright, let's get started with the training.
Are you ready?
Let's fight.
Yeah, I'm ready. But please go easy on me.
No, stab him.
I apologize in advance, Miss March.
Glass breaks. Go. Any minute now, game. Come on, there we go. So your skill first and learn a few moves from me. Okay.
Please have some tea, masters.
Pay close attention, Miss March.
Shifu's attacks can accumulate charge for March 7th and make her realize her powerful abilities. Interesting.
Blade in flight!
I want to see the slow-mo for this.
Yes, you! Practice is over. Swords descend!
Ignore him. Strength is everything. Right on time. Like this? Polished?
Well done!
Yeah,
How
smack.
many of my moves can you block?
Not very sportsmanlike.
Strike with heart!
The outcome lies within the self. I could take 10 of you.
I still want to see what her ult looks like.
That's how a true master does it.
Oh shit.
With a true heart and focused mind, I'm starting to get the hang of it. Time to show you what I can really do.
Let's see what it does.
Azure Dragon, White Tiger, eating less carbs. Watch this!
That was fun. Okay, that was adorable. Okay, we'll go back to sped up mode.
Sword technique? Shouldn't I be saying something cool? Strike! Right on time. Practice is over. Swords descend. Severing mountains. Yes, you. Bladed flight.
Yeah.
Strike with heart. Awesome. All right, check out this move. Right on time. Lead through clouds. Time for swordplay. Bladed flight. Yeah. Yes, you.
All right, we did it. We did the swords play lesson. That's fun. She supports with frappuccinos. That's fun.
Miss March has quick hands and a flexible body. She's a perfect fit for practicing lawful swordplay.
However, she lacks strength, and her strikes were a bit unfocused. But don't worry, it's totally normal for beginners. Once she starts practicing dooming swordplay, she'll make heaps of progress.
Given the situation, I believe Miss March should start by working on her footwork.
Seriously, do you actually know anything about swordplay, or what?
I could ask you the same thing. Dual swords require agility. So what's more important than footwork?
Instead of focusing on her strengths, we should address her weaknesses. The drawback of wielding two swords is not generating enough force. What good is being quick on your feet if you don't have strength? It's not like we're dancing here.
Skilled sword masters know how to play to their strengths and work on their weaknesses. Start with what you're good at, then tackle your weaknesses. That's the right way to learn.
You're quite the theorist, huh?
Theorist? You claim to be able to talk to swords. So what does that make you? A lunatic?
Hey, it's only my first lesson, and you're already arguing. Come on, calm down, masters. I'll have to improve both my footwork and strength anyway, so it doesn't matter which one comes first.
But it does matter. Just listen to me, March 7th.
Aww.
Thus begins the journey of March 7th sword trading. Let's just level some stuff up over here, and over here, and over here. Over here.
You can never have enough skills. Let's train some more.
There we go. Cool, 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 cool. Alright. I'll look up light cones and relics later. Time marches on, and days turn to more days.
Mako, Mr. Yang, and Pom Pom. We're all good here on the Xianzhou Lafu, so no need to worry. By the way, how's your trip going?
I'm learning how to stab people.
I've somehow become the apprentice to 2 Cloud Knight sword masters, and I've been honing my sword skills with their guidance. One of them is Yanqing, the boy we've all met before. The other is Yun Li, the granddaughter of General Hua Yan from the Xianzhou Juming.
They hate each other.
Both masters are super strict, giving me a real taste of how hard sword training can be. I tried to drag him into this, but he refused. Then I tried to rope Dan Heng in, but Master Yanqing wouldn't have it. Still, I didn't let the difficulty get to me. In just a few weeks, my sword skills have improved a lot. Both my masters think I have unique talents in swordplay, and are literally fighting each other to teach me their skills. Thanks to their guidance, I've actually made some progress. When I get back to the Express, I'll definitely show off my skills and impress you all. Looking forward to your reply. Yours, March 7th.
Days and nights fly by in the Delve as the war dance fast approaches. Under the strict supervision of her two masters, March 7th trains tirelessly, almost developing tennis elbow. They have tennis in this world? On that day after the sword training...
Well done. Let's call it a day.
Miss March's sword skills are really coming along. She'll hold her own just fine in the war dance.
Maybe I have a chance of beating you.
Perhaps I might have a shot at beating both masters in the ring?
Jeez. Nah. They're like, no. No.
Get real. You've only been practicing for a short while. How could that possibly happen?
If she does it.
With your talent, Miss March, if you dedicate a few more decades to training, you might eventually be able to defeat Yun Li.
Decades? But I'll be an old lady by then. No, no. Can you believe it? March 7th has actually become a pretty decent swordmaster in such a short time. Now I understand why Grandpa always had a grin on his face while training me.
Are you sure he wasn't laughing at you?
Oh my god.
Oh, shut up.
They're just shit-talking each other through the whole game.
Guidance, masters.
Miss March, you're really getting the hang of wielding dual swords. If you're keen on advancing, trying out different Xianzhou blades can improve your touch.
Oh, let me see. Which sword is the most powerful? Single sword? Great sword? Or maybe a flying sword? There's no such thing as the most powerful sword. It's all about the skill of the sword master. Yanqing wields several flying swords, while I only wield one. But remember how I kicked his butt at the Alchemy Commission?
They're about to fight again.
First, you didn't kick my butt. Second, you'll never kick my butt. Third, how about we settle this right now and see who kicks whose butt?
Yeah, I'm up for that. And if I kick your butt, you'll drop out of the war dance. Deal? Why are you two arguing again? I thought things had been improving between you lately.
There was talk that the leading disciples of the Law Fu
Oh,
and
look
Zhuge
who's
generals
here.
were supposed to face off in the war dance, but for some reason, they suddenly teamed up to train an apprentice
the
of their
chef.
own. Turns out the rumors are true. Tomorrow is the big day of the war dance. Shouldn't you two be focusing on honing your skills instead of teaching swordplay here?
You're... Oh, that's right. You're the pink-haired fox from the Yaoqing.
This is Mr. Zhao Chu. Pink-haired fox. I'm gonna do that one.
What are you laughing at? You've got pink hair too. I'm Jiaoqiu, the healer
Jiaoqiu,
working for the
okay.
general of the Senzhou Yaoqing.
Ah, got it. So, you're the participant attending the war dance on behalf of the Yao Qing. And you were trying to sneak a peek at our training?
Sorry for the misunderstanding. I don't know anything about martial arts.
I've just got chopsticks in
I'm
my
just
hair.
here on the general's orders to take care of some official business. I didn't mean to interrupt your training. I'll be on my way.
If you want to learn how to cook, come to
You know nothing
me.
about
Aw.
martial arts. Why were you
What is
so-
this voice? Like, Mark's always really good with his... Well, he's
my
just talking
curiosity
like this
got
the whole
better
time.
as
Aww.
When I heard Miss
I
March
kind of
was
love it.
pondering about what to learn, I couldn't help but wander over. From my professional experience, cleavers, slicers, chopping knives, and carving knives are all just tools. Kind of like frying, sautéing, boiling, and deep frying in cooking. They're just ways for people to show off their skills. How you use them really depends on the ingredients you're working with. It's like your sword teaching methods. If you align your ingredient, in other words, your apprentice's natural tendencies, with the right cooking method, by which I mean the teaching method that best suits her, she'll make double the progress in half the time. For example, golden eggplant tastes best when fried, cloud peppers when stir-fried, and yellow boulder beef when simmered. It's all about discovering the nature of the ingredients. I mean, apprentice.
I'm getting hungry. I'm getting hungry. I'm getting hungry.
All this talk about food is making me hungry. Aren't you a healer? Why are you talking about food?
Well, it's just a metaphor. The medicinal school I follow on the Senzhou Yaoqing is called the Rancha School, that specializes in food therapy. So it's only natural that I know a thing or two about cooking.
So, you're the general's cook?
I'm a healer.
But isn't he Nihility
Anyway,
Path?
a cook who isn't interested in health doesn't make for a good advisor.
I would think he would be Abundance Path if he was
Fine.
a healer.
Call me a cook if you want. Seeing the way you're looking at me, it's obvious you think I'm just some feeble academic who likes to blabber on about martial arts. But, in reality, I know a thing or two about killing.
That's the
After all,
thing that has...
The art of healing inherently encompasses both life and death.
That's that's not ominous at all. I know a thing or two about killing. What? Okay. I'm about to kill some fucking kids right now. What is your deal, bro? Seems like you just gotta... Why suddenly getting all serious with kids?
Why is this guy suddenly getting all serious with kids?
Do you recognize this bottle of medicine in my hand?
No.
This is called tumble dust, an extract from an exotic flower named Yabra.
Yeah, bruh.
Is it poison?
Well, it depends on how it's used. With just one drop, it's able to numb a patient's body during surgery, making them painless throughout the entire process. However, increase the dose or the potency, and it'll slow the metabolism, making the blood thin and resulting in the loss of all senses. Even long-life species cannot escape its effects. This thing can save lives or take them. It's more powerful than the swords in your hands.
And I'll use it if you
Maybe
want me
so.
to.
Still, I prefer settling things with a sword than...
Poisoning people.
Looks like I did get you all wrong. You're not a feeble scholar,
This
but
dude's
a
weird.
cynic and despicable one.
Hey, why the insults all of a sudden? I'm just sharing some medical knowledge here, not persuading you to poison anyone.
But if you want to poison them, I know how to do it.
Real excited talking about poison. I Can't tell if that's an honorable thing or sinister.
Picture this. Two individuals. The one standing is full of malice. The other lying down is honorable and righteous. How can the one who's lying down label the one standing as sinister?
What does that mean?
In the throes of combat, where life and death hinge on a singular moment, every idea fades into nothingness. The only thing that matters is staying alive.
Okay.
Surviving the battlefield reshapes all notions of worth, be it integrity or treachery. In my eyes, their significance is negligible.
This dude's scary.
Perhaps you've underestimated Yunli and me, Mr. Jiao Cho. We may be young, but we've seen our fair share of war.
Well, well.
Then you know that the war dance is nothing more than a contest. So why are you so focused on it?
When I was appointed as
I want to stab people.
I asked the general, we Cloud Knights are supposed to charge into the fray and slay enemies. Why do we have to swing swords in a ring just to please an audience? And this is how the general replied. To unsheath your sword in a ring is no different than on the battlefield, as your sword reveals the might of all Cloud Knights. The war dance is the perfect chance to showcase martial virtue and forge alliances from all over the cosmos.
It's the Olympics.
When we unsheath the sword without drawing blood, we not only display our might, but also the martial virtue of the Cloud Knights.
That's quite an insightful statement, Yanqing. Well, my apologies for being so short-sighted. I've been on the Luofu for quite some time, but I haven't had the chance to see the ceremony venue for myself yet. Hearing you speak so highly of it has piqued my curiosity. Would you mind showing me around?
You want to see the Sky Splitter ship where the war dance will be held? Let's go! I bet Yunli and Miss March haven't seen it either, right? Well then, I'll give you all a tour.
Come with me, creepy man who just talked about wanting to kill people with poison.
Let's go. I'll give you a tour of this.
Let's go. Come on, Vamonos. Everybody, let's go. Come on, let's get to it.
Looks like a lot of other visitors have also come to catch a glimpse of the Sky Splitter.
So many furries.
What's up, Mr. Jiao Cho?
No, it's nothing.
Do you see that airship in the distance? That's the Sky Splitter, the venue for the war dance ceremony.
It doesn't look all that impressive from this distance.
It's a flying boat.
The Sky Splitter is actually a decommissioned Luofu military vessel. People aren't allowed on board until the war dance officially commences. Tomorrow, when the bell rings and the ceremonial cannons roar, I'll be there representing the Cloud Knights of Xianzhou Luofu, standing in the ring, ready to take on challengers from all over the cosmos. Since I was a kid, I've been training in swordplay and the art of war under the general. Every day, I'd swing my sword 10,000 times, and then thrust it 10,000 times, repeating the process over and over. I understand that I'm not like other kids. I never envied the toys and freedom they all had. I never found sword practice boring or hard. Even in the thick of battle, facing down savage abominations, I never felt scared.
This is a very dialogue-heavy chapter.
Each day, I could feel myself getting stronger and stronger, and and I racked up countless victories. It's the best feeling in the world.
All I do is win, 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 no matter
Then,
what.
I faced a really tough opponent, and just one slash shattered my confidence into 1,000 pieces. That's when I felt true fear for the first time. Maybe that's what Mr. Jiao Cho meant by life and death hinge on a singular moment. Every idea fades into nothingness. After that, I had to pick up the pieces and try to put myself back together. But no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't seem to find my old happy self again. I often ask myself, why do I wield my sword? If defeat is inevitable, why do I continue to fight? Is it to reclaim the joy of victory? To meet the General's expectations? Or to secure my honor among the Cloud Knights? While the General could teach me the art of swordplay, he couldn't teach me why I should keep on going. He said the reason must come from within myself. I've been struggling to find that reason. But after talking with you, Mr. Jiao Cho, I think I already have that reason in mind.
Pure, unadulterated murder.
The General's apprentice. I've had a weight on my shoulders, and I know there's still more to shoulder. But when I wield my sword, it feels like I'm letting go of everything. I love the feeling of giving it my all, facing any obstacle in front of me, pressing forward. That's why I wield my sword.
But you have like 10 swords.
Oh, Yenqing. So young, yet so grown up. By the way, how old are you exactly?
Age doesn't really matter. All sword masters will understand how I feel.
But I want to know.
I get it. Looks like all the kids on the Luofu live tough lives. So, how about you, Miss Yunli?
It's not polite to ask a girl her age, no matter which Xianzhou ship you're on.
I'm not asking your age. I'm asking if you have a dream like Yanqing has.
You don't talk like a cook. You sound more like a TV host or something.
Need I repeat myself again? I'm a healer.
And a mass murderer. I can't get over that.
I don't have a dream like Yanqing does. The only reason I'm participating in the Ringmaster's Challenge is because I made a promise to my grandfather that I'd win the precious sword he's contributed to the war dance.
Sounds like that mind of yours is just filled with swords.
I bet you've got nothing better on your mind. My father was a craftsman on the Xianzhou Juming. Because of his foolishness, many innocent people fell victim to the cursed swords he forged. Since I was a kid, it's been clear to me that not everyone deserves to have a weapon in their hands. Giving them a sword is no different than being cruel to the innocent.
I'm introducing my sword control bill.
Whenever I come across someone unworthy of a sword, I can't help but want to take it away from them.
I mean, that's fair.
Given that Yanqing is the war dance ringmaster, I'm stepping up to challenge him. To ensure the precious sword doesn't fall into the hands of an unworthy master.
Hey, what do you mean by an unworthy master?
I see. It's not easy for kids on the Juming either. Well, it's better to have a reason for wielding a sword than to be lost and confused. I've saved countless Cloud Knights in my life, and there are plenty of exceptional warriors, just like the two of you.
What happened, Mr. Jiao Cho?
Oh, nothing. I was just reminded of some old friends and old tales. Judging from my professional perspective as a healer, both of you possess remarkable vitality. Your energies flow like raging fires and mighty gales. The upcoming fight will definitely be impressive. Well, we've seen the Sky Splitter and toured the Stargazer Navalia. I guess it's time to say goodbye for now.
I'm off to go kill more people.
You're leaving already? But you haven't asked me about my dreams. I've been working hard too, you know.
It's getting late, Miss March. Unlike you lot, I'm a grown-up bound by responsibilities and duties. The tasks entrusted to me by the General won't complete themselves. By the way, Yanqing, is it normal to have so many people wandering around in an automated area like the Stargazer Navalia?
Actually, this is a restricted area. But since you're all guests, I made an exception, so you can take a look around.
We're all gonna go to prison.
Well,
I guess we
I'll
could
take
find
that.
Luocha there.
I wish you both the best of luck in the ring tomorrow.
Jiao Cho waves and then leaves.
Seriously? I just spent so much time thinking about my dream, but he didn't even ask me.
Nobody cares about you, March.
Now that we're done with our tour of the Sky Splitter, shall we continue with our training?
Why don't we take a day off?
What? You want to secretly practice swordplay by yourself? Dream on.
You know cramming before a fight never works out. For some reason, seeing the Sky Splitter has boosted my confidence. So, I've decided to conserve my strength for tomorrow. Alright, I'll take you out of the Stargazer Navalia.
Leave Stargazer Navalia and return to the sword practicing area. Oh. Okay. Interesting. Oh shit. Stuff's gonna happen.
Oh, just shut up, Red Fang. This is not a beast ship. I need some time to take care of things.
You willingly donned the skin of a lowly beast to join this mission, dedicating yourself to our glorious cause. And now you're telling me you can't handle it? Do you realize how many ships we need?
There's some shit going down.
I'm doing my best, all right? It takes time to figure all this out. When the guns go off tomorrow, all eyes will be on it. That'll be our only chance.
How's that? Who's there?
Who are you guys?
An impromptu inspection.
Swordward and Shielbert.
Stargazer Navalia. And a bunch of kids at that.
Hey, kids. Didn't your parents ever tell you to stay away from the Stargazer Navalia? I know it's an automated facility, but it doesn't mean you can just break in and do what you want.
I work here? I'll take the little ones away right now. Who are you calling kids? We're gonna do the second one.
First of all, I'm an adult. Second, I didn't just break in.
Yeah, we flew here on a star skiff. Like, whoosh.
Well, I'm not trying to tell you off, but this place is off limits to the public, you know?
Big sis, let's go. I want to play in Everhunt Plains.
Everhunt Plains? Yeah, sure. The big sis will take you there.
You should kill them.
Shuha! You should have let me.
is done, and everything looks good, we should leave.
There's some shit going down. The werewolves are gonna attack.
Could you repeat what you just said, Yenching?
What did I say?
Big sis, let's go. I want to play in Everlon Plains.
For the record,
Come on.
anybody who has kids and is a writer is never gonna write sis, like, as a thing to call your sister. That's not a thing you call your sister. Nobody says that in real life. Just say hey, or call them by their name. That's all you gotta do.
Since he's not familiar with this place, he just dropped us a hint. But you didn't seem to be paying attention at all.
I knew that from the beginning.
It's like they were tampering the Starscape production line. Cloud Knight didn't recognize Master Yunqing? Let's do that.
That Cloud Knight didn't recognize Master Yenching at all. That's really weird. What? Is he famous on the Lavu or something? Not
I
even
mean,
the
he's a
Cloud Knight
higher
or
up in the
Jumi,
military.
who all know my glorious name. Might recognize my face. You have a point.
A Cloud Knight, a member from the Skyfaring Commission, and a craftsman. They're from various departments, and the reason for the overhaul seems legit. But one of them blurted out some weird language just now. Did you hear that?
Yunqing getting mildly racist there.
We'll definitely catch these guys in the act. Follow my lead and be careful not to blow our cover.
We're gonna go murder some people.
Never mind who they are. Let's just film them.
During this mission, more conditions need to be met to complete the photo shoot. The required objectives are listed in the top left corner. When all the photo shoot requirements are met, you can press the shutter to complete the shoot. Try to meet all the requirements if you can. Okay. There we go.
We should have just killed those lowly beasts. Those little brats won't take up much space. There are boxes all over this place. Just dump them into one and no one will notice.
Cut the theatrics, Grulok. Even the slightest slip-up could interfere with Lord Moktok's plans.
Ooh.
So where are we heading next?
I think this is werewolf stuff.
To check the freight skiffs.
The Borison.
Got a lot of preparations to do. Also, don't forget to take those crates with you. Weapons, supplies. We've got to be well prepared. Otherwise, we're screwed.
So, are they smugglers? What exactly are they up to?
Werewolf stuff?
I have no clue. But they seem to be moving those crates. I've got an idea. We can hide inside the crates and follow them.
Find a suitable box to hide in. No, don't do that. Okay. Taking advantage of the temporary absence of the group, you cautiously approach a crate and crawl inside.
So cramped in here. I can hardly breathe.
Just hang in
Just
there.
get in the fucking box. You hear footsteps pacing back and forth beside the crate. If someone were to open the crate at that moment, they would certainly catch you in your ridiculous hiding position. Fortunately, that doesn't happen. Hello, Gizmo. You have a second cat visitor today. Hey, buddy. Well, you're a good boy. Okay, buddy. I need you to leave me alone for now. The floating mechanism at the bottom of the crate is activated. You feel it begins to drift slowly forward. After what feels like an entire Amber era of holding breath and silence, you hear the sound of the crate touching down.
Let's just put the cargo here for now, all right? Then we'll move on to inspect the ships. Lord Moktok said that as soon as we're done, we're to board the freight skiff and leave this place. Don't worry, I've changed the shipping schedule. You two, come with me.
It is also late at night. Well, it's not late. It's like 8:30, but yeah.
That stench of lowly
beasts
nighttime
everywhere
here.
we go. Don't be so paranoid.
The departing footsteps sound like a signal, prompting you to breathe a sigh of relief.
Looks like they're planning to escape on the skiffs in Stargazer Navalia. They keep talking about their plans, but where do they come from? And what do they want to do on the Xianzhou?
We should kill them.
They're definitely up to something bad. Wait, they disappeared. Let's catch up to them.
And kill them. I don't know why I've got murder on the brain so much. Track down the suspicious character.
Tread softly, breathe quietly, and make sure to keep an eye on them. Hide out of sight as soon as there's any sign of activity. Watch out! They're on high alert!
I forgot how hard this thing is. I've never been good at the stealth games, you know?
Don't be so paranoid. We're running out of time. Get over here! Shuhart, I'm coming!
They're leaving. We should catch up to them. Quick, watch out! They're on high alert! Did he spot us? Quickly, hide! Watch out! They're on high alert! Don't get too close, Miss March. They might spot you. What are they up to? They're all wearing official uniforms, but I'm pretty sure they're not members of the Skyfaring Commission, the Artisanship Commission, or the Cloud Knights. This is way too suspicious.
Never mind who they are. Let's just film them. That way, if they do anything bad, we'll have solid evidence against them.
Look at this. A freight star skiff with enough room to fit at least 20 of my men. I'll let the others know and have them prepare more star skiffs. Once we're past the checkpoint, there will be beast ships waiting for us. Lord Moktok is ready. The revival of our ancient bloodline all hinges on this operation.
What did he just say? Beast ships?
Who's there?
We should kill them.
It's those brats! I told you to get rid of them, but you didn't listen, you idiot! Wipe them all out!
Force need a shine.
Adusa! Die, you lowly beast!
Not very sportsmanlike.
Catch up. In the mood for another beating? Stay in step.
Let's improvise. The mood is set. Let the show begin!
Grace and elegance. Existence is unity. I could take 10 of you. Time to show you what I can really do. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, left card, watch this!
That's all you got? How's this taste?
You're the best.
Nice like a good, my friends. Indulge yourself!
Dreams do come true.
There's more to life, eternal. Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind.
Here you go, Master!
Take your position. Let's improvise. The mood is set. Let the show begin.
This team is unfortunate just because it's clearly built for, you know,
Ready to shine.
me to have,
Yeah. Oh, I get it.
me to have, you know, Firefly on the team, not Hunt March, but yeah.
How is this possible? How did these Boxians change their appearances like that?
I think the
not
Borisin
Foxians at all.
changed their
They revealed
appearances to
their true form.
Foxians, other way around.
Borisin. Just like the bandits I defeated on the IPC ship.
You mean the ones I defeated?
Wait, that means...
The Borisin have infiltrated the Xianzhou.
Well, how did the Borisin manage to infiltrate the Xianzhou?
It's not just a simple disguise of wearing our clothing and shaving their whiskers. They're somehow able to alter their appearance to be indistinguishable from Foxians. They even have official IDs for the Skyfaring Commission, the Artisanship Commission, and even the Cloud Knights? Let me check this fake Cloud Knight's tag. Maybe it'll give us some clues. Blue June, an officer of the Patrol Defense Squad? Wait!
It's the Bryce Pappenbrook sounding dude from the other time.
I encountered a patrol officer named Blue June before. It was a few weeks ago when we were transporting the Borisin prisoners.
Did they kill him?
They can forge official identities and move around the Xianzhou without raising suspicion. Oh no, this is bad.
Even worse. If you find one cockroach on the Express, it usually means...
There's a lot of them.
There are more Borisin hiding on the Xianzhou. I bet their plan is much bigger than just stealing information. We've got to report this to the Seat of Divine Foresight.
Meanwhile, in the Seat of Divine Foresight... Are we going back to the regular party now? Yep, yes we are. Do we have enough for another warp? We don't, but we will if we do this. An autumnal shine of blade. I'll just grab that now. Let's do a warp. Did we get Youngly? We did not. God, she does not want to come home. Okay, what's our details now? How many pulls are we at this point? Let's go to records. Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70. 70 pulls so far. Okay, it has to be soon. Okay, what's in the travel log? Oh, is this the thing we could do now? Yes, we can. Okay. That's a thing I think I'm going to do on my own, though. Since it's not, like, story related, I'd rather do that on my free time. We'll just do the regular story stuff. Doing this stuff, but doing the actual... We'll just do the main quest on here, so... Yeah. Okay. Let's continue forward.
I'm glad to finally meet you in person, guests from the Astral Express. I'm Fei Xiao, the General of the Xianzhou Yaocheng.
Let me introduce our guest to you. The one dressed in green.
He's the reincarnation of Imbibitor Lune, and the person behind him is the newest member of the crew. I've heard a lot about you.
How did
Outside
you
the
know?
reports from the Law Fu,
Do you have
the
buddies from
Sky-faring division
Penacony?
of the Yaoqing has also gathered plenty of information about both of you. I've been eager to meet you face to face for reasons that I'm sure General Jing Yuan has explained, right?
Yeah, we're here to answer your questions as witnesses. General Genuine didn't tell us about your intentions at all. You're here about the Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection, no? Let's do that one.
Straight to the point. I like it. According to General Jing Yuan's report, the Ruin Legion is to blame for the Ambrosial Arbor crisis, and all Arbiter Generals should pay attention to the Ruin Author's movements. Over the years, the Destruction's minions have wreaked havoc on countless worlds, and the Alliance has been keeping an eye on them. But no one expected them to join hands with the remnants of the Abundance. The damage caused by the Ambrosial Arbor crisis was far less severe than expected, which is good news for us. However, it was quite different from the Ruin Legion's usual style of destroying life wherever they go. While I trust the bravery of the Divine Foresight and the Nameless, I'm curious about some details missing from the report. I'd like to take this chance to have an exchange with both of you. Let me be clear, the questions I'll ask might not reflect my actual thoughts, so please don't take offense if any of my questions seem a bit harsh.
Where were you on January 6th?
Please go ahead. But keep in mind, we can only answer based on what we know. And perhaps you already have the answers to your questions in your heart.
You have a clever tongue. I like it.
Oh, we
Merlin's
negotiating
claw is
now.
quite articulate. Right now, her intentions are unknown, and Jing Yuan wants us to be honest. Maybe I'll just stick to the facts we know.
We're negotiating again. Aha.
Let's cut to the chase. Before the crisis struck, the Astral Express was guided here by a Stellaron hunter, a wanted felon, in an attempt to
Kafka.
resolve the Stellaron crisis.
Yes.
However, everyone in the cosmos knows of the Stellaron hunter's reputation. So, why did you place so much trust in them? Could it be that some of you have a connection with them?
Comes down to the Stellaron. We are the good guys. Raise her suspicion about your relationship with the Stellaron hunter. Talk about Elio's prophecy. I think it's either the first one or the last one. I'm gonna go with that one.
Rumor has it that Elio, the leader of the Stellaron Hunters, possesses the power to see into the future. He foresaw that the Xianzhou and the Express would have important roles to play in the war against Nanook. That's why we were lured here to the Lafu, to deal with the Stellaron crisis and fulfill the prophecy.
General Jing Yuan believes in this prophecy too, as mentioned in the report. I'm curious why you didn't question it at all. Could it be because one of the
That
Stellaron
didn't work.
hunters is actually an old acquaintance of General Jing Yuan?
Please be cautious with your words, Merlin's Claw. Let's avoid sowing doubt among our comrades. That Stellaron hunter used to be my disciple. So are you putting my loyalty in question too?
I'm simply bringing up the doubts about General Jing Yuan that exist within the Alliance. Since I'm representing them, perhaps you can just imagine me as one of those old geezers. Let's move on to the next question. The report suggests that Don Shu, the master of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, colluded with the Lord Ravager and used the power of the Stellaron to resurrect the Ambrosial Arbor. But here's the thing. Don Shu was just a chief alchemist. Even if she colluded with our enemies and summoned the Stellaron, how did she manage to bypass the Videodora guards around the Ambrosial Arbor?
Trigger, double the results. Skip this round, or return to the previous round. I'm gonna go back to the previous round.
Could you please give us another chance?
No problem. But remember that...
I'm gonna go with the first one this time.
Apart from the Lafu, there are many other worlds suffering from Stellaron corrosion. For example, Eurillo 6, the world that the Express stopped at before reaching the Lafu, was one of them.
To the Express, Stellarons act as roadblocks on the Silver Rail and pose risks to the warping process. And that's why dealing with Stellaron issues is part of the duty of the Nameless.
Ah, I've heard about those problems caused by Stellarons. The Express connects various worlds, so it makes sense for you to take care of this. The cosmos is a mess, and the Trailblazers
We
are just
did
doing their best to fix it. I understand. Let's
Just
move
wanted
on
to
the
fix
next
that.
question. The report suggests that Don Shu, the master of the disciples of Sanctus
I already heard this
Medibat,
one.
here's the thing.
The preceptors of Lafu seem suspicious. I've personally met Zhangshu. The exile of Imbibitor Lunae is what led to this calamity. Refused to answer anything. I've got a feeling it's the last one, because how the fuck would I know?
I don't believe
I
we
did
are in a
it.
position to answer this question. We Nameless came here to resolve the Stellaron crisis, and we cannot be expected to know the details of Don Shu's conspiracy.
You make a valid point. That's how innocent people should react. Let's skip this question for now. According to the report, Lord Ravager Fantilia is the mastermind behind the entire conspiracy. She disguised herself as an ambassador of the Skyfaring Commission and traveled with you, only to vanish without a trace later on. It seems too convenient to label her as a scapegoat.
I'm gonna skip this round. Let's do it. Yeah, because we won. We already had it clinched, so why risk it?
It seems that your answers have addressed all my questions.
That's right.
Generals, I am finished with my questioning.
So, what do you think, General Feischau? Have the doubts in the report been cleared up?
The two Nameless have been honest in their answers. Even though there are some tricky details.
I answered
my
one of the
impression
3
falls
questions
within.
and won.
However, the 3 questions I posed earlier were not just for the Nameless, but for you too, General Jinyuan. First, the disciples of Sanctus Medicus grew uninterrupted on the Law Fu, yet the 6 charioteers were not aware of it. That was a dereliction of duty. Second, you believed in the Stellaron Hunter's prophecy and entrusted outsiders to solve the crisis, even granting them access to the Plague Mark. That was a dereliction of responsibility. Third, you insist on holding the war dance right after the Ambrosial Arbor crisis, putting the Lawfu back in the spotlight. That is a dereliction of wisdom.
Merlin's Claw. Is this your line of thinking, or the 10 Lords?
From the moment I walked in, I made it clear that the questions I'd ask might not reflect my actual thoughts.
The disciples
I'm
of
just
Sanctus
asking
Medicus were
questions.
deeply rooted, have been plotting for a long time. I admit it was my negligence for not noticing it.
Genuine's mad.
As for the Stellaron Hunter's prophecy, I didn't believe all of it. But in the end, the Law Fu did survive the Ambrosial Arbor crisis. So, I think it's safe to say that Elio's prophecy about the future holds some merit. And as for the war dance, do you think I'm unaware of the risks? However, risks can also be opportunities. The Law Fu has lain low for too long. I believe it's time to stir up the dregs hidden in the depths and wash them away once and for all.
Just as I expected from our sophisticated divine foresight. You have a way with words. I like it. But, unfortunately, ever since the report was submitted, the Alliance has been filled with rumors and speculation. Even within the Lawfu, there are people accusing you of neglecting your duties, resulting in the Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection.
So what are your thoughts on all of this, General Fei Shao?
Are you done fucking criticizing me?
I fully understand the difficulties of this position. Personally, I think all these rumors are meaningless drivel. Across the sea of stars, the divine foresight knows better than anyone else what happened on the Lawfu and the meaning behind it. Just as what happened on the Xianzhou Yaoqing recently.
Wait, what happened there?
You mean the Xianzhou Yaoqing is also...
The scouts of the Verdant Knights have sent back reports that
the
Borson
werewolves.
are making
Right.
trouble again. The Borson packs that were once divided and scattered have started swallowing each other up, forming larger and larger packs. Moreover, there's an entity named Mongus behind it all.
He a big werewolf.
An entity?
According to the report, this entity isn't actually a Borson. It's a woman claiming to be the messenger of the Master of Immortality. She's described as having 12 faces and 12 pairs of fangs, as cruel as poison and as elusive as quicksand. The Borson believe she'll give them a chance to rise again.
That's Ventilia.
She's back.
That's right.
She
You're
back.
lucky that I'm the one who came this time. If it were the Patina Justice or the Seer Strategist, this conversation might not be so friendly. I've always had faith in my instincts, so I don't doubt your good intentions. But the Alliance has its fair share of questions and doubts about the Lawfu. So, my plan is to come up with an acceptable answer to satisfy the Alliance.
What's in this plan, General Fei Shao?
General Jing Yuan, you already know what has to be done. But since you don't want to be the bad guy, I'll take care of it for you. You need the final word from the Ten Lords Commission to quell any doubts. And for that, I'll have to ask the two Nameless to visit the Shackling prison.
Let's go find Luocha. Are you imprisoning us?
No, I'm not imprisoning you.
Yes, I am.
While you're there, I'll ask a judge in the Ten Lords Commission's Interrogation Division to record a detailed testimony with the karmic mirror from both of you. We'll fill in the gaps that weren't covered in the report and silence any protests within the Alliance.
I'm okay with that.
Will you let us come back?
Worried that I might go back on my word and keep you in the Shackling prison? Relax. If I wanted to do that, you'd already be behind bars. Once you're done with your testimony, you're free to come and go as you please.
Then, as the Merlin's Claw requests...
Oh, there's one more thing. This testimony is for silencing the voices of opposition within the Alliance. But I would like to urge General Jing Yuan to listen to the pleas of the Foxians on the Xianzhou Yaoqing.
So, you are here for Hule.
Exactly. Hule is locked up in the Lawfu's Shackling prison. Since he is the broodlord of the Borson, I want to transfer him onto the Xianzhou Yaoqing and imprison him there. The recent movements of the Borson suggest they're planning something big, so we must act preemptively.
Get that bitch over there.
Makes sense to have the Foxians keep an eye on their arch-nemesis. Since you trust my judgment, I'll repay that trust. What do you think about all this, General Huayan?
I was worried this would turn into a heated argument. It seems like both of you are on the same page, solving each other's problems. Couldn't have asked for a better outcome.
Make Huayan playable.
And as for Hule, I'll send my lieutenants Jiao Cho and Moza to check on his condition in prison and ready him for transport. If there are no more questions, shall we get this started?
Go to the Shackling Prison's entrance.
Do you actually
I do.
Yes, I do. That's why I'm here.
I understand.
Do you really believe us?
While words can be deceiving, your gaze, your breathing, and your scent, they reveal more than your words do. I trust my intuition more than any words.
Alright, Jing Yuan, take us there.
I'm really sorry about all this. But the testimony in the Shackling prison won't take up much of your time. I'll call for a messenger to take you to the interrogation division. You just need to give your testimony, and then you can head back. So no need to worry.
As you wish, General.
Let's go. New map, new map. I want new maps. Sometime later, a star skiff carries you and Dan Heng to a place that looks strikingly familiar.
As General Jing Yuan requested, everything is prepared for your arrival, and I am here to receive you. The judges at the interrogation division also know your purpose in coming.
Let's go. Into the Shackling prison.
Shackling prison. I didn't expect to be back here after all these years.
Dan Heng.
Don't worry about me.
If you're ready, I'll open the gate for you.
This is the entrance. Wait, is Shackling prison inside the scale score? What? Is this still that door? I'll be inside the prison. Let's do that.
Well, technically, the Shackling prison is spread out across multiple delves, and the ancient sea is just where they overlap. Please, come on in, dear guests.
Come into my friendly prison! One second. Are there any chests out here? There's 23 chests in this map. I will find them all. Well, let me... 22 chests and a warp trotter. Okay, cool. Good to know. I want my treasure boxes. Where's Locha? I want to break him out. That fucker again.
What are you looking at?
The Shackling prison on the Luofu is completely different from the one on the Yaoqing. It's completely underwater.
Whether it's in the clouds or underwater, breaking free would still be a piece of cake for me.
Still thinking about your old jailbreak tricks, huh? Forget it. You're free now. Just don't do anything stupid, or the judges will throw you back in there and lock you up for a few hundred years.
You'll see me again in just a few days.
Taking Hule back to the Yaoqing means a lot to the Foxians on the ship, and to the General herself. So stay alert.
Guests.
It's Shui!
and I'm here on orders from the Incarceration Division.
Execute the Mora struck!
With Jiao Cho and Moza, General Fei Xiao sent us to extradite.
I feel like every time they say Moza's name, they add another syllable. It went from Moza to Moza.
We're here to inspect the conditions of his imprisonment.
Just trying to IPA the fuck out of his name.
Handover and transportation. I assume you've been briefed, Your Honor.
Your visit request has been approved. I'll be your guide for this trip. Prisoner Hule, the warhead and brood lord of the Boris and Abominations of Abundance and the arch-nemesis of the Foxians, is responsible for 2,123 wars of aggression and countless associated crimes. Due to his heinous acts, he has been imprisoned in the depths of the Shackling prison and subjected to the punishment of the Forest of Swords until the end of time. He shall never be pardoned.
No need to repeat his crimes and sentence, Your Honor. He is the greatest enemy of us Foxians. The stories of his atrocities are used to terrify our children. I'm well aware of every crime he's committed. Let's move on to the next step.
When it comes to visiting criminals, there are rules in place to ensure your safety. I know you've heard legends about Hule since you were children, but your knowledge about him is likely very limited. Only the judges of the Ten Lords Commission truly know what kind of abomination is locked up at the bottom of the Shackling prison. It has been centuries since Jing Liu, the former sword champion of the Luofu, captured Hule. And during all those years, we never provided him with any food. Yet he somehow managed to stay alive. It defies all the documented physical characteristics of the Borisin. The Forest of Swords, forged by the Punishment Division, is a device of intense torment, used to execute sinful abominations. Most Borisin die within 3 days in the forest, but Hule is different. Every time the blades pierce him, his body instantly heals. Despite the brutal punishment, he somehow manages to survive. The complex rules are there because of his abnormal characteristics. Do you understand now?
I apologize.
Don't think you can kill him. Got it.
Please continue, Your Honor.
I've given you the instructions regarding Hule's visitation. Please make sure you read them carefully.
Summary of crimes. The Borisin Warhead, a denizen of abundance, accountable for numerous acts of invasions and associated war crimes, accountable for the long-term enslavement of Foxians and utilizing their blood for alchemical purposes. Jesus. Detention method. This prisoner must be subjected to the punishment of the Forest of Swords and never be pardoned. They must be transferred to different locations on a regular basis. Their shackles must be checked for sturdiness during the transfer, and the air filters in their new cell must be intact and functional. Notes. 1. The confinement of this prisoner is the foundation of the alliance between the Xianzhou and the Foxians. Any individuals objecting to this sentence should be punished for sowing discord. 2. Anyone who contacts or converses with this prisoner must take poison-proof pellets or wear a breathing mask equipped with a filter cartridge to counteract the effects of lupitoxin. 3. The prisoner's place of detention must be changed on a yearly basis, and the new location must remain unknown to the individuals below the rank of Cloud Knight, Lieutenant, or Judge. 4. Do not mention Jing Liu when conversing with this prisoner. Gotcha.
And please, take this pellet before proceeding.
No, I'm not taking random medicine.
Then you won't be allowed to visit Hule.
Just swallow it already. Hule is like all Borisin. He can release a pheromone called lupitoxin that induces fear. Thousands of years ago, we Foxians were enslaved by the Borisin. Not because we were naturally weaker, but because of their lupitoxin. This pill is for our own mental well-being.
I understand.
I knew you were a reasonable person. Now that we've taken the medicine, let's proceed. Your Honor.
What is it?
Never mind. Maybe I'm just imagining things. Let's keep moving.
One of them's a Borison.
Here we are. Her Honor hasn't arrived yet. Please wait a moment.
We're back to the Express peoples. Treasure chest! Yay! There's our first one. Just gonna see if there's any more. There are not. Okay. The Jade Abaci here grow with an unusual luminescence as they perform their calculations, possibly on the status of the prison cells or the security of each area. Looking down, you see a honeycomb of densely packed prison cells extending deep into the darkness beyond your view. You hazard a guess on the number of prisoners they are capable of holding here. 3,000? 30,000? 300,000? Wait, this may not even be the entire shackling prison.
Welcome, dear guests.
It's Hanya!
Judge Hanya of the Interrogation Division. We've met before.
It's you! Are you and your sister the only judges here? Let's do that one.
You don't want to see me? Well, in that case, I can call in the judge who's an expert in acupuncture, or the one who's handy with axes and saws, or the one who knows all about whips and ropes. We've got plenty of options here, and we'll find one that suits your taste.
No, you're cool. You're cool.
Just kidding. We judges work in shifts, and it just happens to be my shift. Maybe we're destined to cross paths. Please allow me to express my gratitude to you again for subduing the demons in the Fixtral Garden.
Looks like while March 7th and I were clueless, you already made many friends on the Xianzhou Luofu.
So because Pom Pom takes care of us at home, and friends take care of us on the road. And that's just how it goes.
Even though you and I have met before, we can't show any favoritism under the 10 Lords. So, please do as I command as we head to Scrivener Hall and beyond. Don't do anything without my permission. This is not a place for ordinary mortals. You and Mr. Dunham, please come with me.
Please lead the way, Your Honor.
Please let me activate the mechanism before we all move forward. And please, watch your steps.
All right, let's go. I see a puzzle, but it's down there. Okay. Okay, so I gotta go that way. Puzzle's over there. Okay. But I'm gonna look for treasure chests. Okay, I already looked over there. There's nothing. There's one. Can't go over there. Anything over here? There's a readable. That's where I just came from. Okay, cool. I already checked over here. That's it for the treasure chests. Right. There's another puzzle over there, too. Can't go that way. Okay. First off.
Please stay tuned.
Sound linger.
Give me that treasure chest. Gonna go do this puzzle. Hey, it's this game again. Hexanexus Remake is the complete remake version of Hexanexus. Select the device in the middle of the screen, and you can stack cubes along the intended direction. Stack a cube, a resource cube is to consume. Stack cubes to alter the device's shape. When its shape matches with those shown on the plates, then the puzzle is solved. Okay. What the fuck? I didn't mean to do that. What's happening? Do it again. I want to play. Okay. Nope. Okay. There we go. Cool. Alright. I was like, why won't it let me do it? Free shit. Yay. I love free shit. Can I go that way yet? Hanya blocks your way forward. She has been entrusted with the important task of... Okay. Fine. I wanted to play the other puzzle game, but you won't let me. Okay. What is this way? Just gonna... Nope, can't turn it on. Okay.
It's freezing.
This place is filled with the cold air from the northern peak of the polar delve. Even the toughest long-life species would have a hard time enduring this.
Another Hexanexus. Let's do it. Okay. Here we go. Hooray!
Precision.
Treasure.
No danger detected. But never let your
Treasure.
guard down.
Treasure. I like treasure. This is a cool map. I dig this. I like going... Let's go back to prison, everyone! I don't know what these things do. What do they do? Okay, can't do that. Gotcha.
Did you hear something just now? Let me check it out. Ugh, what an eyesore. This place is packed with boxes and crates.
Inspection complete. Nothing suspicious.
Just gonna see if there's any more boxes. There are not, so I'll ignore it.
These crates, they look oddly familiar.
A few days ago, the Spiritfarers received reports about an IPC transport ship that was attacked by Borison. Then,
bunch of those abominations were dumped into this place. I had a feeling there would be trouble during the war dance, but throwing both the pirates and the cargo in jail? That's a new one.
The mechs in those crates are no joke. Looks like the IPC has caught the attention of the Boris, and we're gonna do this one.
I heard the Intelligentsia Guild crafted something dangerous.
God
We
damn
had
it,
one
Ron
record to
May.
the Hall of Karma about these wise ones. They love to tinker with forbidden technologies, always trying to push the limits of Ingenia. I caught a glimpse of the mechs in those crates, and they bear a striking resemblance to Borison. I wonder what they're planning this time.
World
Well,
domination.
business first. Let's keep moving.
Let's go. Let's fucking go. Oh, cutscene.
Strange. I don't remember checking the containment facilities a second time.
Uh-oh, robot. Shit's gonna go down. Oh, shit. Murder. It's oh, there's 3 of them.
All wardens prepare for action.
Roll for initiative. Roll for initiative.
What's happening here? Why are these things moving on their own? Something is wrong. The guards aren't responding.
Like fireflies, until everything burns to ashes! Fight till
Nice psychic, my friends. Indulge yourselves!
Let's improvise.
Some value, I suppose.
These boys are mean.
Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind.
This thing is going wild, just like a Borison.
Looks like we're on our own.
This is more than a battle. Set the sea free! Fight till land!
Got him. Got him.
How is this even possible? The Spiritfarers followed the protocols, cutting off power to the mechs and sealing the crates. How could these mechs still start moving?
It's just like what happened with the
Transformers.
Artisanship Commission before. These goods went haywire and attacked everyone in sight.
Should I mention there was some kind of biological tissue? Let's do that one.
The Alchemy Commission members examined them and found some unusual structures within. These things showing up in the Shackling prison can only mean one thing.
A prison break.
And whoever delivered these goods clearly wanted them to go through the Xianzhou's strict inspection process to show the Skyfaring Commission and Cloud Knights how dangerous they were. They wanted these mechs to end up right here, in the Shackling prison.
If these things already started taking action while nobody was paying attention, then the whole prison is in trouble, I'm afraid. And to make things worse, another group of visitors just entered the depths of the Shackling prison. The messengers from the Xianzhou Yaoqing. And the prisoner they came to visit might be the target whom these wolf-shaped mechs were delivered here for. If that vicious beast manages to break free, it will be a catastrophe for the Xianzhou Luofu.
Too late. Switching to Jiao Shou's point of view. Few moments prior, Shui, blah blah blah. Okay.
Have we arrived already, Your Honor? Shouldn't there be a cage here?
The most notorious felons are locked away in the solitary delves, deep down in the prison. Those delves can't be opened without proper authorization. The blue bird paves the path, and the Stygian lanterns illuminate it. Help me light up these lanterns, and the way to the bottom of the shackling prison will reveal itself.
Wait, what am I doing? Open the treasure.
This should be spent wisely.
Get all the treasure. Okay, that's the only one.
I've given you the diagrams for lighting the lanterns. Please take a look.
Open the box. Open the box.
The path is open. Once we descend to the bottom of the prison, please do not do anything reckless. Inside the delve, behind this door, is the greatest enemy of the Foxians, Hule.
Hule.
According to custom, envoys from the Yao Qing visit the Xianzhou Lafu once every century to check on this abomination's imprisonment and condition. Even though the Ten Lords Commission sentenced Hule to the Forest of Swords, suffering every day for the rest of his life, I understand that the Yao Qing messengers want to see him dead. Unfortunately, for the past 7 centuries, they've had to return disappointed, because this beast simply can't be killed.
Bet. If we can use this toxin to create medicine and save an innocent life, it might help balance out some of the sins he's committed. Could you be the key to a cure for the General, Hule?
And once again, the envoys of the Yao Qing will leave disappointed. However,
Oh shit, it's the Bryce Papenbrook sounding dude. I don't know if it actually is Bryce or not.
I'm just a humble counselor of the Rhino Hound Pack. You can call me Mock Top.
He's the big bad.
Wardens, intruders on the lowest level. Send reinforcements.
He's the bad.
Nobody will hear you here, at the bottom of the shackling prison. Thank you for opening up the prison for us, Your Honor. We'll take it from here.
No wonder I kept smelling that familiar stench. So it wasn't just my imagination. Do your thing, Morsa.
Mules.
We mustn't let these
So many
abominations
fucking
come closer.
diphthongs and triphthongs going on here.
Detestable things. There are too many of them.
Once we were inside the shackling prison, we found soldiers, tailors, everywhere.
I like adding fuel to the fire.
Let's see what he does.
Let's add more seasoning.
Ooh.
Rhythm get messed up? Dreams do come true.
All things are as one.
I want to do the slow motion for testing out Jacho, I believe. I'm never going to get this guy's pronunciation right.
Needs a little more heat. I'm honored by your presence. Since you're already here, why not have a meal before the
Whoa. That's cool.
Take your positions.
Okay, now we'll go back to fast mode.
The mood is set. Let the show begin!
Some value, I suppose, existence is unity. Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind.
I suggest you surrender now. Of course, I'll still kill you all. But I promise it'll be sweet.
How about letting the enemy strike first?
Let's improvise.
There's more to life.
Nice like a good, my friends.
Indulge yourselves! The Moon Rage state.
I'm honored by since you're already here.
Oh wait, we have one more battle. Why did I do this?
How presumptuous. Die now!
Leave if you can, Musa.
It's not time yet.
It's better to make no move. A little more heat.
Time to mix things up.
So this
Stay
is the
in
warmth
step.
of life. Eternal. Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind.
The problem is I'm missing my strongest character.
I'm honored by your presence. Since you're already here, why not have a meal before the meal?
Take your positions. Dreams do come true. The mood is set. Let the show begin!
Existence is unity. Enjoying yourself?
You alright? Oh wait, 1 second. Let's do this.
Like a good, my friends. Indulge yourselves!
1 second. Alright.
Stay in.
Weakness break time. Ba-ba-ba-bam!
Guard the gate! They can't be allowed in!
Uh-oh. They got the big boy. Here he comes. In a second. Sorry. It's almost dinner time. We're gonna wrap up soon. Probably after this whole cutscene and stuff ends. This boy's scary.
I've waited for too long.
Oh no, did he kill Shui?
After regaining my freedom, it's the flesh and blood of my fellow kindred. A sad scene indeed.
No, don't kill Shui.
Welcome back.
Oh, fuck.
How many times has your verdant home spun around since our last hunt? Duran's whelp, tell me your name.
Oh, great Hule, nemesis of the Foxians and the hunter of all beings. I'm Moktok, a humble counselor of the Rhino Hound Pack. I am only one insignificant heir spawned from your bloodline. It's been at least 7 centuries since you led our pack through the hunting grounds of the stars. I'm thrilled to see that you are as cunning and skillful as ever.
7 centuries. 7 centuries have passed. But why have Duran's whelps grown to look like this? Tell me, Moktok, why have you grown to resemble our most despicable slaves and enemies, the Foxians?
I've been
I
commanded
think I know
to
who
release
voices
you
Hule.
from this cursed
One
prison.
second.
It is Senjaya's will. That's why I had to take a magic pill, don the skin of a lowly beast, play along with their hypocrisy.
It is Cameron. Hell yeah. Cameron Nicod. Cameron's kicking ass as this.
What's our next move to get off of this ridiculously large ship?
My brothers and I will lock down this prison, trapping the prison guards inside. This will buy us some time. The rest of my crew, who are undercover like me, will secure the vessels for our escape. According to the plan, we only have a tight 2-hour window to get out of here. Originally, I intended to carry out the plan tomorrow, but they're planning to transfer you to the Xianzhou Yaoqing now. So I seized this opportunity to set you free.
What a reckless plan, you idiot. Even if we manage to get the ships, our chances of
He's
escaping
cool.
are slimmer than a Foxian slipping through my claws.
But we have no other choice. The angel serving under the Master of Immortality sent me with a message. Only your return will end the prolonged divisions among the Borisin. Every one of my crew is ready to lay down their lives if it means setting you free.
A sneaky weakling like you is actually showing some reckless bravery with this plan. Fine. You'll get what you want. And all of Duran's whelps will too.
Well then, my lord, we should leave now.
Before we go, give me one of those magic pills.
My lord, you seriously want to don the skin of a lowly beast? That would be a disgrace to your great...
Wait, is Jacho, are they like taking him prisoner?
Idiot.
Or is he one of the
Greatness
bads?
means nothing without freedom. Once I get out, I'll need a disguise that won't raise any suspicion.
As you wish, my lord.
Is that Foxian slave my meal?
No, he's an envoy from the Xianzhou Yaoqing. I plead you to endure him a bit, my lord, as he's more valuable as a hostage. Take him, guys. Time to move out.
All right. At the same time, the Trailblazer Dan Heng and Hanya realize that the situation in the prison is out of control.
Hanya, the wardens in all areas are regrouping. Those Ingenium enemies are wandering
I think that's
around,
Christina.
causing heavy casualties.
Christina
And to
V.
make things worse, those iron wolves broke open the cages and let the criminals out. We've called for backup, but it seems like all communication is jammed.
Let's preserve our strength and first take down the isolated prisoners. By decree of the 10 lords, all prison breakers and intruders shall be apprehended, dead or alive.
Just a short time ago, the nether key mechanism was activated. It was probably Madame Shui and the Yaoqing messengers, heading to the bottom of the prison. Given the situation, I'm afraid that area is exactly where our enemies are targeting.
We mustn't let that vile beast escape from its cage.
We've gathered all the prison guards who can still fight, and we'll split up and secure each floor.
Go!
Those intruders are quite bold. They must have been planning this for quite a while.
Indeed, but Borisin tend to favor direct and aggressive approaches. Crafting careful and precise plans like this is simply not their style.
Let's focus on the current situation right now. Please help me.
Like I said, wherever we go, we always end up in trouble.
What's the fastest way to the bottom of this prison, Miss Hanya? If we don't get there quickly, we'll soon be outnumbered by all the enemies inside.
We'll have to bend the rules. Please, follow me.
All right.
By decree of the Ten Lords, all prison breakers and intruders shall be apprehended, dead or alive.
All right, that's gonna...
Yes, ma'am.
1 second. Let me see if I could do one more warp. I can. Let's see. I'll hold those for later. All right, let's do one more warp, and then we're gonna call this a recording. I guess it's not a stream, so yeah. All right, and pull. Still no. Yun Li does not want to come home. Okay. All right. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Obviously, nobody's here. But thank you for watching this on YouTube. Whenever this goes up, hooray. And yeah, I'll see you next time for part 3 of this story. Take care, everyone. And I will see y'all next time.